Let's see, am I recording? I can't tell. Am I recording? I still can't tell. Feel like I need to reboot. So APD's got their horses out. They got their horses out. I'm recording now. Good. They got their horses out. They got ATVs out. And they got a crane out. Thought I saw a skid loader, but we'll see. And they're going after people, doing raids on the streets. Look at all the barbed wire. They got something going on over here. You hear it? Yeah, there goes the tent. There goes the tent getting crushed. A bulldozer. Skid loader. Welcome to Austin, y'all. South by Southwest Music Festival, any music festival, costs lives. The city goes after people. 6184 unit number. The Super Duty F-250 just to drive around in. They don't need a Super Duty. 6211. There's this crane. LP is 1497312. Let's take a look at what's going on. The crane's not even operating right now. See how much video the press can get today of what's going on. 2118 Super Duty, whatever it is, flatbed, mounted patrols. Checking her taser right there. Checking her taser, just running it down, scaring the horse. These cops are abusive. So yeah, they're taking that tent right there. They're gonna pile it up for the crane, and the crane's gonna go out through these tree limbs and mess this tree up too. Tearing up the ground here with the track loader. So that's actually a track loader, skid loader. And here goes someone's tent. It's a nice tent. It's worth a couple $100, like $100, $150. No telling what other valuables, medicines, any kind of anything's in that tent right now. The crane's gonna pick it up through the trees because whatever. And they're going after the poor, and there's all these police units here that you're paying for also. So all this money right here that you see being used could have been used to help the poor. How's it going, guys? It could have been used for housing children, for helping orphans, putting shoes on their feet, house the people living in the street. You know what I'm saying? People have been telling you that forever. So you see the sidewalk's wide open here. So I'm just going to go down to the sidewalk here. There's a truck over there, though. The dump truck. There's more equipment over there, but nobody over there. And here we got some black police officers for your diversity. That are, so there's a lot. Sorry, there's a lot of trash here. It's leaf trash, and with micro trash in it, that could be cleaned up. The city's not going to clean that up, and it's all across the creek here from the flooding and whatever. There's all this trash. The city's not going to clean that up. There's scooters in the water. Huh? All right. I'll go up here. But so they put me in the trash here. So there's Twisted Tea, there's, oh. There goes another tent. Tent number 2. City of Austin. But so we're in the trash here. This trash is a foot high. It's leaf trash that they probably either fell here or they blew it up here. but there's a lot of trash. They're not going to clean up any of the trash. They say it's a cleanup, but it's not a cleanup. I'm going to see if there's anybody personally affected that's still around. How's it going? What's going on today?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. What's up? What's all this work?
Excuse me, sir?
What's all this destruction going on?
There's no distraction, sir.
I saw a couple of tents going to the crane, people's homes.
They're abandoned properties.
Where are the people?
That's
Do we
the point of
do we know who they are?
Excuse me, sir?
Do we know who they are? Were they here earlier? Have you seen them, or has anybody tried to contact them?
We made contact by notifying them that it's illegal to camp underneath.
Oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
illegal to camp. So where can you lawfully camp?
There's a bunch of homeless shelters that's available to people that are experiencing homelessness.
Which shelters have availability? Do you know?
I don't know who has the...
They haven't had availability in years.
Okay.
Just to let you know, since before COVID. In fact, during COVID, the Arch, they turned themselves over to, they turned themselves over to Urban Alchemy from Front Steps, because Front Steps was embezzling money, stealing from the poor, and Urban Alchemy is, they hire white supremacist Nazis. They're from they're from California, Santa Barbara, and there's plenty of news about how they traffic women. They do all that. They're harmful as hell.
So do you
But
mind just stepping to the side?
oh yeah, I'll stand over here with y'all. So basically, like, there is no room at the inn, and so it's unconstitutional to take people's homes. It's cruel and unusual punishment, but it's also a Fourth Amendment. So if y'all can do this to homeless people and take their belongings, then the government can take that from you. They can do the same thing at your house because you have a Fourth Amendment right under the Constitution. So right now, what's going on is a violation of the constitutional rights. Did you know I got video last week of your crew crushed a wheelchair from a black homeless man that had his legs run over? He had his feet were broken, and they crushed his wheelchair with the crane and took it away. I sent that to, I sent it everywhere. So OPO has it, the DA has it, the city manager's office has it. So do you see any of this trash hanging in the trees and all this trash? That would be a cleanup, and that's what I want. That's what the people want. We want y'all to do cleanups, and we won't need cops for that. We need cops to steal from people's property and commit crimes. We need cops to violate their oath in the Constitution. But I'm gonna go see if I can find some witnesses of the people that live here, and then we can file suit. There's another easy up right there. I mean, does it matter? Does it matter if it's a crime under color of law? It's gonna be in a lawsuit. This is gonna be all on video and all in a court, and you're gonna have to explain it to a judge and jury. How do you feel about it? Just following orders? Okay, but Kabah. 9239. We'll see you later.
Okay, Julian.
Yeah, thanks. We've never met before, though, right? We have? Have we seen? I've never seen you doing this type of work before, right? Where you're stealing from the homeless citizens of the United States. So the scooter is fine. A homeless person is not fine. Scooters in the river. Look at all the trash over there. Look at all the trash over there. There's a bucket from O'Reilly's. Some kind of solvent or degreaser or something, some kind of oil, hydraulic oil or something. Yeah, that's all stuff dumped off the back of this property here, which is a bar. There's a bar. It used to be, not Headhunters. Oh man, Red Eye Fly. It's behind Red Eye Fly. I played there, my friends have played there. We'll see what happens. So this other cop went to go warn this other cop. Let's see if we can find anybody. Martinez and Good Love. Is it Good Love?
No, it's not Good Love.
Oh, okay, I couldn't read it. I was from the side. I like that'd be a cool name. Y'all doing all right? Y'all seen anybody?
No, not today, sir.
All right, I'm looking for the people whose tents y'all stole. Good to talk to them. I don't know. They could have been arrested. The cops down here. See, there's trash in the water. Can you guys see that? They're not cleaning up anything. They've spent millions of dollars on cleaning up this river without actually putting any work into it. They use it for development. They use it for anti-homeless campaigns. What are these things they got hanging back here? APD's got these weird things hanging off their fence now. Not sure what they are. But there's some cop back there doing some kind of training. I don't know, where is everybody? There's a paddy wagon up there. Did they do a mass arrest? Oh. So they're doing a bicycle training. Learn how to take the training wheels off maybe, I don't know. You tell me. Hey, they got the training wheels off now. Good, good. They're old enough. Old enough to kill homeless people, you're old enough to take the training wheels off. Cops make me laugh. They're so destructive. So you see all this trash here? You see all this? This leaf matter? This siltifies and blocks the river. So I'm just gonna go with these guys. They sent a bulldozer after me to try to get rid of me. It's not gonna work. But there's trash in here. There's rugs. This fucking water's filthy. Beer cans. Welcome to Austin. Everybody drinks and parties all the time. Woo! Nice big tunnel. We're in the dark underbelly of the city now, where the city, nobody really goes, but the city won't let homeless people go. There's some poop there they're not picking up. There it is right there. There's a lithium ion battery in the river, lime. There's more call. The bad cop over here that says everything's a work zone is over here. But yeah, there's a lime right there in the water. That's what I'm talking about. Park rules. White people only. That's what the park rule is. Actually, I'm gonna go up here because they're gonna try to pull some bullshit. I know how this works. They threatened to arrest me at least twice over here for being here because, yeah, there's a guy right there. There's people right there. Who are these people? You doing all right, man? Good. You're not messing with you, are they? Good, good, good. Yeah, man, all the time. Been arrested like over a dozen times. Here's some people. Who are y'all with?
We're with the Conservancy. Or we're working with the Water Conservancy.
The people where Art from the Streets used to be? Right there, right down next on Red River?
Yeah, it's the same group that's doing the construction down from the lake to 4th Street.
So, do you have anything to do with people's tents being stolen today?
No.
Okay, because they just took two people's tents on the crane. Fuck yeah, I'm with the news. You see this? Here, I want to have to show you my press pass so you know. I'm with the street newspaper. It's called The Challenger, and we challenge all this white supremacy, all this gentrification. And if you want to help people, you need to get them housing before you take their stuff. You see that scooter there in the water with the lithium ion battery? I've reported that stuff to the city over and over and over. They won't do anything. What y'all are doing is racism, and you're hurting people. You're hurting people. Shame on you. Took care of that. They're making this guy move. Take your time, man. I got you on video. You're good. All citizens will be treated equally under the law. If anybody can be down there, all of us can be down here. So the problem with the law is the lawyers have not, they've gone after cruel and unusual punishment. Where was that? And then, you know, they had a Baltimore ruling. I think there was an Arizona ruling. Literally, Arizona cops shot a man with his AR-15 on top of a mountain. Came down out of a helicopter to find a man sleeping on top of a mountain and shot him with those AR-15 and killed him. Literally, that's what happens in Arizona. In Fort Worth, the police went in and raided a camp of a veteran and his disabled wife. He and his wife were disabled, and they had a service dog, and they shot this service dog and beat up the homeless man at gunpoint. I don't remember if they shot him or not. But literally, we're allowing all this stuff to go on for what? They've never cleaned this place up. The Conservancy, all these idiots have spent millions of dollars. They're working for Siemens Corporation, they're working for Dell, they're working for Tito's, they're working for all these organizations. You can look at my videos. All you gotta do is look up the, what's that group called? The art thing they have down here, art washing. Which is what they tried to do with Art from the Streets. Art from the Streets is a harmful organization, white-led organization, white female-led organization. White females are just as bad as white males. Karens are just as bad as Kevins. They're really hurting the community. So they've never cleaned up this stuff. There's freaking a scooter right in the water yet again, and the city's not gonna do shit about that, but the city's gonna bring its goons over here to take this man's tent. Y'all gonna take his tent right on video? You know, this is going to your masters. Your masters are not going to be pleased in court when this stuff gets out. Y'all should be ashamed of what you're doing to people. It really affects people of color more and disabled people more. Y'all know it. I hope you guys get psychological help for what the city made y'all do. All right. So we're going to go down here. You all right, ma'am? You okay? All right. She's okay. But we're going to come down here for a second. I mean, I could be quiet and just film. Y'all gonna pay him for his tent or what? It's the Fourth Amendment, it's the Constitution. Cummings, did you take an oath? Did you take the IACP oath? Huh? Did you guys take an oath to the Constitution and the people? What's your name anyway? Because I just reported you. Yeah, I don't remember your name though. Pariti 4278. All right. Because the Office of Police Oversight and the DA want to know who crushed that man's wheelchair last week. That black man's wheelchair with the crane and watched it. You know that? Yeah, you guys are bad cops. What about this scooter? Are y'all gonna pick that up? Anybody gonna pick that scooter up? I can for you. You're getting a fucking paycheck, idiot. You should quit your damn job. If you can't follow the law, you should fucking quit. And that's how I talk to cops, white people. Understand that. Y'all are doing harm to the community. I got you guys on video. Thank you, Waterloo. Fuck off. We're gonna boycott Waterloo too. Defund Waterloo. A bunch of bullshit. Nobody wants to speak up. Everyone's complicit. Everyone feels relegated. You all right, man? Why did they take your tent? And you thought that was legal? What if they're violating the law? They're not going to stop if we let them.
With your reporting?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to go and process.
I've done it. I just reported the DA yesterday.
And then you have to go through
They crushed a man's wheelchair.
Yeah.
They crushed his wheel. They take people's medicines. They're causing people to die. They're murdering people. And we cannot just sit by and
We can't stop them on the spot.
No, you're right.
Like what I did was be completely complacent with you.
Yeah.
You have to go to the court.
Yeah, I do. I am in the court. So you have to go to the court now. So I can't do that for you. You have to sue. You can do it in small claims court for whatever. I got video of the whole thing. You can use my video in court. I'll give it to you. It's online. I mean, you know. But I'm sorry they did that to you. Well, what they're doing to people of color and people with mental illness is a lot worse. So that's why we got to speak up. There's women out here getting raped by cops. Like, you know what I mean? So we got to speak up for each other, and we got to stick together too. You know what I mean? One person can't really do it by themselves. All right, man. If you need anything, I'm Lizard King. I'm with the Challenger Street newspaper. The Challenger Street newspaper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we're the only newspaper in town that's from the streets. Yeah, the only one on the streets. Now I got somebody calling me from City Legal or somewhere. I don't know. But there's nothing going on here no more. They've already swept everybody. I got here just too late. But this scooter here, sorry, my mouth is dry from all the excitement, but the scooter here, this Pacifico right here, this junk, and most of it's on the other side where people can't get to. There's your Waterloo people. There's your Waterloo white people up there. Karen and Ken up there. I hope you're happy. This fucking scooter's gonna sit here. Remember, I don't know, if you look at my previous videos, I had the crew here, I told them about the scooter months ago. And that's a new scooter. This one had been there longer. This one had moss on it. So, ABC 1 2 3 FTP. Woo! I like the echo in here. So yeah, they have the Creek Show. That's what I was trying to think of. The Creek Show that's put on by all Waterloo and all these other corporations, and that's how you follow the money. They're trying to gentrify this area. There's just a no man's land behind the police station, and if they gentrify this area, the police won't be able to torture people up there. I've heard word from the streets that they actually torture people up here. They torture people in the back. This has been going on for decades. The cops in Austin have been corrupt, and I'm not just talking about APD, the sheriff's department, the constables, you name it. Corruption, corrupt as the day is long. And you guys didn't defund them. You guys actually just refunded them. So go ahead and defund the police and disarm these terrorist scum before they come and kill you and your family members. Because one of your family members could be homeless one night. And cops are telling women on the streets that they're going to rape them if they're going to arrest them if they don't let them rape them. That's what these cops are telling them. I've sent that to the DA. I've sent that to DA, and the DA is silent. So guess who's got to do it now? You guys, the people. Y'all are complaining about, protesting about whatever. It's time to protest for people's rights. Time to protest for Americans also. That's what it's time for. But I don't know if you guys can see the massive amount of trash that they're not picking up, and the massive amount of leaf and other litter that goes and blocks up the creek, blocks up the weirs and dams and spillways and what do you call them, culverts. I'm a former environmental scientist, so yeah, I mean, I've done this work with municipalities before. Done water monitoring with the state, done work, interned at the Texas Natural Resource Conservation Commission before it became the whatever it is now. I actually don't know what it's called now. Texas Environmental Quality Commission or some nonsense. Scooter, okay, but if you were a tent or a homeless person, those tents were not abandoned, by the way. You have to leave people at your tent to keep stuff from being taken by wandering strangers or sometimes by people you know. So, because there's such poverty, people need things. And there's a lot of other issues going on, social issues that are not resolved. But these cops here are all here to steal. That's why they're here. We've got 5 cops here to steal, and that's why they're here. They're not here to help the public. They're not here to help you. They're only here to help themselves, to your blood and the blood of your family members. They're here to steal personal property, to violate the Constitution, to violate their oath, to violate policy. If you download the APD policy, it talks about professionalism and it talks about their oath to the Constitution. It's right in the beginning of the APD policy model. What, Martinez? You need something? You want to interview? I know Cummings, he's a coward. You want to interview? You're not a man? All right. Well, when there's any real men that come up, even if they're women, if they're real men, let me know, because you guys are cowards. You guys just broke your oath right in front of me. Where are we going now? Okay. Under the bridge? Under the bridge? Oh yeah, you got some needles on you? What drugs are you on? Would you do a breathalyzer? You know, blowing in my finger? Do a breathalyzer. What, why, are you refusing to, is there some reason that you're not complying? Yeah, same shit y'all say, we say now. Yeah, how's it feel? Bye, shameful guys. Bye, Cummings, you're still under arrest. Any minute now I can take you down. Any minute now I can take you to jail. You're waiting for what? Okay, I'm waiting for you to go to jail. I'll be talking to the DA about that too. You know Jose Garza, right? Yeah, Jose Garza wants to talk to your punk ass. And you too, whatever the hell your name is. Oh yeah. So anyhow, this is Austin. You don't have to take this shit. I don't have to take this shit. We don't have to stand by silently and watch it happen. Everybody knows that. These horses are being mistreated with tasers, being forced to walk on concrete and stand on concrete for long periods of time. They're not being treated like horses. They're being treated like military equipment. There they go, standing up, riding down the road. I don't think standing up, riding down the road is legal. I'm sure they'd pull you over for doing that. But here goes all the cops. We've got 5 police vehicles here. That means there's at least 5 officers. They'll probably try to set up a, it's either Chavez is to the left. I don't know where they're going. They're lying. So everything that the cops say is a lie. So look at all the trash they left down there. Can you see that? See all the trash? Trash, trash, trash. Oh, this is behind Stubbs too. Stubbs and Red Eye Fly. Maybe it is all Stubbs. Red Eye Fly's over there. I forget. Maybe I was over there. I don't know. We went underneath the ground here in the tunnel. So maybe that was Red Eye Fly. Stubbs also has trash behind it. Lots of people get drunk there, throw their crap over the fence, and the city doesn't hold them responsible. The city doesn't clean it up. And when it ends up in the creek, the city doesn't care. So yeah, there goes all your money right there. Rolling down the road, blowing money out, blowing that money out. You don't see any Elon Musk trying to clean up the corruption and waste and abuse in the city of Austin. Probably not in your city either, because they don't really care. It's not real. None of that shit's real. What's real is people suffering and dying by the hundreds in Austin because of this. Because of crimes against the people, crimes against people's property, all those crimes. They go reported and uninvestigated. I've been talking about this for going on 12 years now or more. I've spoken to city council members, different mayors. I've talked to a lot of people. Nothing. Gone way out of their way for that. Can't tell who it is. But we're gonna go find out what's going on. And then these yuppies walk around with their dogs. They don't even know what's going on. Nor do they care, as long as the police aren't messing with you. But then what do you do when the police are messing with you? And so we're upstream from the person's camp, and it looks like a whole bunch of concrete was dumped here by a construction crew, probably a city. Yeah, and there's all this trash everywhere. There's trash in the outlets. There's trash in the inlets coming off 6th Street from the bar crowd, from the businesses and bar crowd and restaurants and all that. I guess a restaurant is a business, but yeah, so there's an incredible amount of trash over there. I see one sleeping bag and one cooler upside down. So this is technically trash, this 4x4, but it could be repurposed for something. It's like 10 foot tall. It's not a cheap piece of lumber. It saves trees to repurpose things rather than to, you know, there should be a place within the city that people that are at a certain income level or no income should be able to get free lumber and free repurposed materials instead of having to like get them other ways and waste energy and money on them. To keep the landfills, it's not for the people, it's to keep the landfills free for the people and for the environment, because we've got to stop throwing everything in the trash. We have to divert a lot of what's called municipal solid waste. A lot of it can be diverted into other streams, including income streams, including other kind of streams. We're gonna go up. This is a walkway. The cops are walking somewhere. Where did they walk to? So we're gonna go up above again and see what we can get. if we encounter them, they might be more hostile because they really don't want any of this to be filmed. They've arrested me many times for doing what I'm doing, for giving out know your rights information, leaflets, pamphlets, which is the foundation of the First Amendment, from the pamphleteers of, oh, there's one of them right, there's two of them right there. There's some more tents. We can get closer, we can get above them. I don't have my mic set up right now, but I can get microphone audio sometimes. Still testing the microphone deal. And I've got a mini tripod and a regular tripod, if I need them. I don't know if I want to go down. I want to go down there, but I don't know if they're gonna arrest me for being down there out of sight. If you're out of sight and people aren't watching, they'll arrest you a lot faster. Whatever they can get away with without the public knowing. Pulling on a tree, trying to break a limb. He broke the limb off. Chucking trash everywhere just because they can. We'll come over here a little bit, see if we get a better view. Not really. Not really. It's the best it's gonna be right here. They're over at somebody's tent. They had to go far in here and risk life and limb to come after some homeless people. I don't think that's fair to the cops to make them do that either, is it? Maybe they should leave people alone. Yet they didn't make it over here because they didn't see that one. They're not going to be able to find everybody. What they're doing is making people hide like animals, and then they're asking why people don't have decency and respect, because you don't give it, you don't get it. That's what it is. Go up the hill. There's no path down there, just rocks. Actually, it's really not good for them to be traipsing around down there anyway. There's a lot of microorganisms and nymphs from beneficial insects, and part of the flora and fauna of the creek live under those rocks, frogs, different things, and big old cops smash them. So they're taking some stuff over here. Can't really do anything to get to those cops from where we are easily. Lots of bicyclists hauling ass on sidewalks. Hauling ass. Lots of bicycles hauling ass on sidewalks. It's actually against the law to have a sidewalk, a bicycle on the sidewalk, but cops aren't here to enforce laws. They're only here to go after homeless people. That's their directive. That's the dirty little secret that the city hasn't told you about what's going down. They haven't told you that it's genocide. It's fraud, waste, and abuse. And I think this video needs to go to fraud, waste, and abuse. We have way too much money in Austin. It's a $5.4 billion budget every year. They're just throwing trash out there into this creek. That was that Pittery or whatever his name is. I didn't really catch his name. The tall one that threatened to arrest me last time I saw him. He said that he can just make up any kind of law he wants, basically. He said he's going to arrest me for just being there. He said, just being there. even if there wasn't a lawful reason. Why not? They can proposition women for sex and threaten to arrest them. That's basically rape, and the DA won't even talk to me about it. So I guess they can do anything they want. Getting some good pictures there, Martinez? All right.
Looking much better?
No, not really. I see trash.
Somebody had a campfire. That's dangerous.
Yeah, well, did you offer him housing like the law says you're supposed to do? It's in the camping statute for the state.
6 people last week in the camp. I mean,
When it was freezing? When it was freezing, yeah. We all did. Hey man, how's it going? They're not fucking with you, are they? All right. We have to hold them accountable, you know? That's the American way. That's the truth. They saying, oh, political issue. This is a you and me issue. I'm having a good day right now, documenting fraud, waste, and abuse. You want to comment about fraud, waste, and abuse, or the Fourth Amendment, or anything? Yeah. So, you want to comment about fraud, waste, and abuse, or the Constitution, or anything? No. It's okay if you're getting a paycheck, but it's also malfeasance if someone's not doing their job properly, or if they're doing it through criminal means. The truck is gone. There was a big old truck here picking up a bunch of stuff. I'll see it. It was here. They had the road blocked off. Now we just got these guys. Where are we going next? Lunchtime. All right. Who's buying? I'm buying?
Yeah, it's on the challenge, right? All that YouTube.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All that YouTube.
That makes a lot of sense. Do you guys make any sense? What's your paycheck, Martinez? How much do you make a year? I bet it's a lot more than you think that mine is. Why would you tell me to pay? Why would you go after a homeless member of the press and ask them to pay when you should be paying? Because we're paying you. We're paying you. We're paying your salary. You're a public servant. Public makes tax money. So why would you say something like that? Are y'all gonna ever be men about anything? Y'all gonna be men about anything? Y'all are dirty, like, y'all make dirt look good. Y'all are below dirt. Below dirt. How many tents did y'all steal today? How many tents did you steal today? Do you know? Do you have a count of how many tents? I have to do public information for that, right? That's private information. You're not gonna tell me how many tents you took? Don't you? Don't you have body cam on? How many tents? Okay, can I get that body cam for free? Yeah. Oh no, you gonna pay for it? You wanna pay for it? I already paid for you. I paid your salaries. Ridiculous. These cops are ridiculous. I don't know how many tents they took, but they took a lot of people's property today. They had trucks full. There was a crane truck. So they're going to lunch on your dime, guaranteed. The city council goes to lunch on your dime also. Every day at noon, they're like, oh, I wonder what we're getting for lunch. That's what they say during general communications when I tell them about what they're doing to the poor. They're like, oh, we got Jason's Deli in the back. We got, what is it called? Barbecue in the back, Stubbs or whatever they got. Green Mesquite, they get everything because they're the city council. They represent Austin. Yet, they don't represent all of Austin. They're not a representative government. They represent the wealthy and the white. And they represent all these Democrats, these fake neoliberal Democrats. All they are is Republicans in sheep's clothing. That's what they are. Us in transportation here giving out tickets. So they know how to revenue people. They know how to steal, but do they know how to help people? I don't think they know how to help people. So you can do all the art washing you want, but genocide is genocide. Targeting people because they're disabled, because they're veterans, because they're women, because they're black, brown, indigenous, trans, bi, different, queer, whatever. Going after people is not diversity. putting people into government, into the police department to come after us and do the same tactics is not diversity. It's crowd control. Ooh, look at this Malinois. So you got the yuppies with their Malinois, they're okay. Homeless person has a Malinois, they'll shoot it. That's what they did to my dog. He wasn't a Malinois, but he was just a rescue. It's genocide. It's a pretty dog.
Thank you.
It's a Malinois?
Yes.
Belgian or what?
Yes.
Nice.
10 months.
He's bigger than my... He's big. He or she is big. Anyways, I forgot where I parked over here. This is not where I parked. Yeah, Austin, full of negative energy and hate and violence. And calling out violence is not hate, and it's not negative. Calling out the violence that your government does to you, Porsches and Lambos and Teslas everywhere. Everything is a monopoly board game. You can't park anywhere. They're trying to get rid of all the cars for the working class. They want only rich people to have Teslas. Teslas that don't get emissions testing because they don't have emissions, but the city still uses emissions. So the city won't let. It's so hypocritical, and yeah, it's such a dystopian hellscape that the leadership of this town, the law is allowed to happen over and over and over again till hundreds and thousands of people, Austinites, have been affected, citizens have been affected. And it's because of what? Because of gentrification, because of the rent going too high. It's because people can't afford to live here that are from here, and only people that come here with money from elsewhere are the yuppies walking their dogs and around here, the ones that are moving in. And that's gentrification, y'all. That's colonization. It happened on day one when Europeans got here hundreds of years ago, and it's still happening. There's a better way, y'all. Just think about it for a minute. Think about what else you can do besides supporting out-of-town Californians to come have their dogs shit on your yard, but the homeless can't even have a house. What they do get is oppression. So you can never get on your feet, like they're always saying, like stupid Mobile Loaves and Fish's pastor Alan Graham, he's bootstrapped. So he charges rent for a tent. He charges rent for a tiny house. He gets everything. Everything he has is free and subsidized. He's taking in tens of millions of dollars from different agencies and corporations, and it's just a Ponzi scheme. He says they're bootstrapped, so you can't get on your feet if they take everything you own. You would have seen that in last week's video when they crushed the man's wheelchair. People said that. It's a cute little doggy. Anyway, so Californians don't talk. It's just not neighborly what they're doing. There's a big hunk of junk right here that's probably historic that the city won't get rid of. Here's the new bridge. Here's the old bridge. It was a railroad. Tons of timber that can be repurposed. There's steel that can be repurposed. All this whole thing right here. And they just keep it here. There's a beer can. They just keep their crap here. The light beer. I don't think anybody on the streets is drinking any light beers. Yeah, so they just keep up the illusion that they're helping people, but they're not. They're hurting people, and that's what I'm here to process for you, to help you process in your daily life as you go to work in one of these high rises, as you walk down the street with your dog, or go to the bistros downtown, or hang out with Carlos Santana or whoever the hell. There's a guy with his tent. There's a guy with a tent down there. That's the guy they were talking to. Anyhow, they probably told him he has to move, or they're gonna come back and do something. It's a cute dog.
Thank you.
What kind of dog is that?
That's a Pomeranian.
Oh, right. The Pomeranian, extra fluffy Pomeranian, I would say. It's got that sheep's wool fur. Anyhow, so the business is taking over the back here, putting their little plants out, whatnot. Yuppies go around with their headphones on. They don't know what's going on. All the plants get care. All the this is not art. These are plants. These are palm trees, I believe, that are covered because palms don't do good in our climate in the winter. There's some art. We got money for art. But again, we don't have money for people's housing. We have millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars to destroy people's lives and to hyper police the poor, which the police department has actually been complaining about for years. If you pay attention to them at the city council meetings, they say they don't want to police the poor, but the city says you have to. And so the problem is the police don't have any ethics. They don't have any principles, and they don't have any intelligence. They can't figure out a way out of this, so they just do what their masters tell them to do. And what their master is telling them to do is to hunt people till they die. And so I've had police officers off duty and security functions tell me on video that that's what they were trained to do recon, hunt and destroy, hunt down and kill enemies in foreign lands. And they're used to doing that with the homeless. It's part of what they're training. So they're like, I'm still lost. Oh, I gotta go further the other way, sorry. So we're setting warrior cops loose on the community without proper instruction on how to take care of marginalized communities, and they're not getting the proper they might be on psych meds, but they're not getting the psychological care to let them look in the mirror long enough to see the evil that they do. Killing in the name of is no longer an excuse since the Nuremberg war trial tribunals of the people, so the people's tribunals. Yeah, so Nazis were, after the war, Nazis tried to say, I was just following orders, and those Nazis also got hung. So that's what the law was in Europe, and we're gonna have to have some kind of correction here, or else it's gonna continue. There needs to be no amnesty for crimes done to people under color of law or under, as a politician. All of that. Anybody involved needs to go to prison. They need to be put in a jail cell. They need to lose their rights to have a gun and to ever be a cop again, ever to be a lawyer, a judge, a politician, or clerk. Period. If you know what's going on around you, you don't care. You're not American. You're not even an American, because that's an American value. You're doing un-American things to our country, and we need to drain our own swamp. And you're it. If you're doing performing those functions and remaining silent during great times of oppression, Martin Luther King would say that you are it. You're the problem. You're complicit with oppression. You are on the side of the oppressor. I think Mandela said that also. So yeah, sorry. It's been going on too long. I've seen too many people die. Let's see if I can talk to this dude. There's too many trees. Can't even really see them. Cops can see them. Hey! What'd the cops say? That said you have to move? Are they going to come back and mess with you? All right, man. If you got rights, man, you got rights. I couldn't hear him, but he seemed to be getting agitated. He sounds like he's on the autistic spectrum. And that's who they pick on. They go after people with mental health issues and developmental issues, and they go after them. Neurocognitive, what do they call it? Divergent neurocognitive thought processes. I have that. Yeah, they go after us all the time. That's what they go after. They go after women with schizophrenia, men with schizophrenia. They target us, and they keep bullying us till we die. Keep moving us and stealing from us, kicking us, dragging us out of our tents, dragging us by our feet out of the tent, slashing our tent with a knife, extracting us, beating us up, and stealing our property. And so that's just the normal thing that's been going on. And I've been trying to tell all the law enforcement. I told all the cops. I've filed these complaints. Nobody cares. I made wanted posters. Nobody cares. The only people that care are the people affected. The rest of y'all need to get with the program. It's not legal, and your rights are being obliterated. You are them. Just remember that. You are them. Whatever happens to the least among us, you've done to me. That's what Jesus said. Do something.